Hello and welcome, I'm Ryan and I'm finally back with another video. This time I'm doing iRacing and this is my first ever race, as you could see on the title. You're seeing on the bottom left that I'm using a shifter. Yeah, of course you can see it when I'm shifting, but I'm using a shifter just because I can. I really like to use that, and this car also has got a shifter, so that's why I used it. And I'm here in qualifying, trying to compete with my fastest lap time of 1:49.3, which was set in testing. And I think we're doing quite well now. Well, let's say decent. Only a few thousandths, well, hundreds off. And yeah. So here, braking hard, just like every corner. It's important to brake hard, and that makes the car stop in time for the corner. So if you brake harder, you can brake later. That's obvious. So we go into this corner from the straight and keep it narrow here. Short shifting into third gear, and then little tap on the brakes. Well, sort of tap, just touch the brakes a little and make the car rotate, and yeah, that went quite well, those corners. So yeah, and as you can see on the delta, I'm just a few tenths off of my best lap time, so I hope it's good enough for pole position, as after this lap I've got I've got another try, but I bowled it immediately in the first corner on that lap, so I'm not going to show that. This was my best lap, and it was a 1:49.582, and it's actually good enough for P1. So I'm starting in front of John here, and yeah, my first ever start of a race in iRacing. I just got this game, so that's why it's first ever, of course. I immediately tested it, and I really love this game. I just really like it. I like the physics and feeling of it, so yeah. And yeah, here at the start, flowing the throttle immediately, but I realized right away that I got a lot of wheel spin because of that, so I applied a little less input after, and but in the end we didn't get any problems of it. But I didn't expect it to have wheel spin after doing that, so yeah. Another, the more you know, yeah. Never mind. So we've got John close behind, 3/10 here. He's got the slipstream, so if he gets a good run out of a last corner or stuff, yeah, onto a straight, then he can have a possibility of taking me with the slipstream he has. So yeah, I'm trying to maintain the gap, and if he gets closer, I'm trying to, of course, I'm trying to keep him behind. But here I made a little mistake, just braking too early, and that resulted in me turning in too early, of course. So that helped him get closer. And now going into the last corner, out of the last corner, and onto the straight, onto the second lap. He's closer now. He's 2/10 behind. So here going into the first corner, he fancies a move, so he goes for a late dive actually, Well, actually, it looked like a late dive, and yeah, we make contact. He lets me through immediately, maybe because he felt bad or something, and yeah, I didn't have enough time to anticipate on that, really. And but here he goes into to the inside again onto another straight, and now he's in the lead. But I have got slipstream and the run on him, so trying to get the lead back. Now going into the braking zone, he brakes quite late, and I have the inside trying to make him go a bit wide, just leaving him a little bit of space. Here making him go very narrow, but again leaving him enough space, and I think I did that pretty well. We made a little bit of contact, but that's not bad for us, and neither it is for him, I guess. But yeah, as I said, the move into the first corner was a bit late, I think. Already was turning into the apex, and yeah, I didn't have enough time to anticipate on that. I still tried to leave a little bit of space, but it wasn't enough to avoid any contact. And it is what it is. He let me through right away, and we had a little battle, but I'll take it. And I'll take it, yeah. So here, going into the second corner, he's pushing, of course. I'm pushing as well, but he goes a bit on the grass, and he makes a tank slapper. So it's really unfortunate for him. So Ian goes through, and he is what now 1.8 seconds behind. So I still need to get used to the rear view mirror a bit. Things are closer than they appear. That's also in real life, isn't it? I thought so. So yeah, still need to get used to it a bit. And I've always used look behind in games, in sim racing, but in this game it isn't even possible because they just want to have the most realistic experience, I think. And also that's the reason why they only have cockpit cam in this game, which I kind of like. Nobody can use other cams in that way, so yeah. Now finishing off my third of 10 laps, and it's going quite well now in this race. I've extended the gap a little bit to Ian again. 3 seconds it is now, and I set a fast lap time, I think, of the session, the 149.593, which is actually 11 thousandths of a second slower than my qualifying lap. But I lose that gap. Well, actually a bit of that gap. I still have got a gap, but I lost immediately because I made a little mistake. But I managed to keep it on the track, and that's what counts. So on to the last lap then. 1 lap to go for the win, my engineer told me. And the gap is now 11.7 seconds to John. And I just was trying my best to drive consistently and not making any mistakes and stuff other from that slide, but in the end I kept it clean, and that's a goal for every race actually. And my goal in this game is actually trying to get to the top speed. I know it's going to be very difficult, and I think it's going to be very time consuming, but I'm still going to try my best. And yeah, I also want to be competitive, so that's my way of having fun, I guess. And I think this win is the best way to begin with that journey. There's with pole position, there isn't any way that's better than getting pole position and a win in the first race. So I'm really happy with it, and of course that helps my ranking go up. So going into the last corner and finishing off the race, checkered flag as you can see, and it's the race win, yay! And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Good beginning, and I had much fun doing this race. Just driving in this game is really fun. And yeah, nothing more to add on that. Goodbye.